Senate Republicans are working to secure $1 billion in taxpayer money for President Trump's White House ballroom, saying the money is for security enhancements.
Not the f***ing ballroom again. People didn't even want the ballroom when he was building it for free. Now Trump's like, okay, I hear you, but what if it cost $1 billion? And if this ballroom story is making you sick, don't worry. It can also make you literally sick.
Health concerns growing from President Trump's ballroom project. A new report showing soil taken from the White House construction project has tested positive for toxic chemicals.
So that soil was dumped near one of the 3 golf courses at East Potomac.
Oh my God. These poor golfers. First they can't even clap normally, and now this? I can't believe I'm saying these words, but the toxic waste the president has dumped onto the public grounds from his demolition of the White House could be very dangerous for golfers.
Desi Lydic mocks Trump by turning the White House ballroom story into a symbol of absurd excess. What was once criticized as an unnecessary vanity project is now being framed as a $1 billion taxpayer-funded security enhancement. Her sarcasm hits hard when she suggests Trump's response to public backlash is basically, if people did not want the ballroom for free, maybe they will love it when it costs $1 billion. She sharpens the joke even further with the toxic soil report exposing how Trump's obsession with luxury and spectacle could create real health concerns for the public.
I hope everyone in the D.C.
Susan and Chris.
Sure are, Susan and Chris. The toxic site you sent me to is indeed toxic. Really seems like the kind of thing we could have talked about in the studio. Anyone else taste blood?
Desi Lydic continues mocking Trump by turning the toxic soil story into dark political comedy. Her line, "The toxic site you sent me to is indeed toxic," exposes the absurdity of a luxury project connected to Trump creating real health and safety concern. The joke, "Anyone else taste blood?" pushes the satire even further, making the danger feel ridiculous but also serious. By moving from a literally toxic golf course to something equally toxic, she links the environmental scandal to Trump's political world, suggesting that the toxicity is not just in the soil, but in the entire culture surrounding. Desi Lydic mocks Chuck Edwards by placing him in the same toxic category as the golf course scandal, turning the transition into a sharp comedic attack. Instead of treating the allegations with political distance, she exposes the absurd contrast between Edwards' serious ethics investigation and his overly dramatic language. The phrase, "a complex chapter in his heart," sounds poetic, but Desi strips away the romance and reframes it as something much more crude and embarrassing. Her sarcasm works because it reveals how Desi Lydic mocks Chuck Edwards by turning the allegations against him into something both disturbing and absurd. Her fedora joke paints him as the kind of man who gives off creepy energy even without trying. The strongest satire comes from the custom Adam Sandler puzzle. Instead of seeming romantic, it looks awkward, inappropriate, and deeply unprofessional. By saying he was not only violating workplace rules, but also giving her homework, his eye exposes how ridiculous and uncomfortable the behavior appears.